Presents aren't free. We're not spending it on him, my mom said as my son unwrapped a stone inside an iPhone box while my sister's kids opened $14,000 in gifts. I said nothing. I canceled every bill I paid for her. 2 days later, 53 missed calls. The electricity's out, please answer. Christmas morning. My 7-year-old son, Eli, ripped open an iPhone box, his eyes wide with pure, innocent hope. Then his face just went blank. Inside was a rock. A literal, gray river rock. And right then, my own mother, his grandma, looked me dead in the eye and said, "Gifts cost money. We're not wasting it on him. My son. My son." What would you even do in that moment? Because I can tell you, I hit my absolute breaking point. And you will not believe what happened next. My name's Steven. I'm 33, a courier in Columbus, Ohio. My gray 2012 Civic has a check engine light that refuses to die, and I split a 2-bedroom walk-up with my buddy Marco. I keep a shoebox of receipts under my bed. It's weird, I know, but it calms me. See, I've always been the quiet helper. The guy who fixes things, who makes sure everyone else is okay. That morning, I was kneeling on my mom's rug, phone held up so Eli could film his cousins. They were tearing into mountains of gifts. You know, the kind of Christmas morning where money just seems to materialize out of thin air. That's when my mom's voice, sharp and loud, cut through the excited shrieks. Gifts cost money. We're not wasting it on him. It was aimed directly at Eli. He'd just peeled the shrink wrap off that iPhone box. His face had lit up like a Christmas tree, then like a switch, it stalled. He lifted the lid, and there it was, a smooth, heavy river rock. Someone had even taped a little bow to it. He looked at me, utterly confused. My throat tightened. I mouthed, "It's okay, buddy." Across the coffee table, my sister Lauren's twins were unboxing a 77-inch LG OLED TV and 2 iPhone 16 Pro Maxes. Like party favors. Receipts fluttered out like expensive confetti, one with $5,399 circled, neat and glossy. Lauren, the golden child, clapped her hands. "Open the other one, Noah. That's the MacBook Pro 16-inch Max chip. We went big this year." The living room smelled like cinnamon and that distinct, expensive scent of new electronics. My mom, meanwhile, was holding her phone in both hands, recording everything like a paparazzi at a premiere. "Smile, babies. Daddy, get the bow." My shoulders locked up. Eli just squeezed that rock like maybe, just maybe, it would turn into something else if he tried hard enough. Then, with that careful, precise way he does everything, he set it back in the box and gently placed the lid on top. Here's the thing. I didn't argue. I didn't make a scene. My heart was pounding, but I just calmly slid that iPhone box closer to me and tucked it under the coffee table. My mom, oblivious, kept talking. "Steven, you know I love Eli, but we've got standards. We don't reward inconsistency." The twins, meanwhile, were devouring a PS5 Pro bundle like wolves. Someone yelled, $14,000. You're insane, Lore. And everyone laughed like that number was a punchline, not a mortgage payment. I sipped cold coffee from a mug that said, "Number 1 Nana." Not mine, Lauren's mother-in-law left it. Eli leaned against my shoulder. He didn't cry. He didn't sulk. He just watched. "Say thank you to Grandma," my mom chirped at the twins. They did. Loudly. Performative. The room was a whirlwind of wrapping paper and squeals, the TV remote already lost under a cushion. I checked the time. 10:42 a.m., December 22nd. I had a route at 1 p.m., 2 medical specimen pickups I couldn't miss. I shoved my phone back in my pocket. Asterisk, breathe through it, Steven. Just breathe. Asterisk, that was part 1. The part where I pretend I don't hear the crack. But then Lauren winked at my mom and said, "Oh, he'll understand. He's practical. Steven loves practical." And that's where the real story starts. Before I go deeper, you need to understand. I'm the quiet helper. Always have been. 3rd grade, Lauren spilled orange soda all over her book Fair Money. I quietly swapped her sticky bills for my clean ones. In high school, my parents bought Lauren a used Volkswagen Beetle with a giant red bow. Me? I took the bus to my job at Kroger and saved for my Civic, $50 at a time, tucked into an envelope labeled Sir, do not touch. Mom always said Lauren was our star.
Me?
I was steady. And in adult math, as I like to call it, that meant I did all the steady things. When Dad left in 2018 and the mortgage ballooned, I covered 3 months so the bank wouldn't harass my mom. I sold her 3 payments of $1,087 each. March mortgage bridge, please breathe. When the furnace went out, I put $1,829 on my Visa. When Lauren needed a temporary boost for wedding deposits, I Venmo'd her $2,400 with a smile emoji and some dumb joke about centerpieces. It wasn't charity, it was just habit. I deliver packages. I move things from one door to another. At home, I moved money from my pocket to theirs. During COVID, I put Mom on my phone plan to save her $65 a month. Then I added Lauren's line. Just for 2 months, she said. 2 months turned into 31. My family plan was $238.64 a month, like rent for a ghost. I pay attention to numbers. It's an anxious hobby of mine. My notes app is full of them. Asterisk tires, $412, Firestone, July. Asterisk Eli's asthma meds, $86, CVS, September. Asterisk Marco's share of internet, $30, he paid cash, I forgot to deposit, still in shoebox. Asterisk Mom's electric bill when it spiked in heat waves, $320, $342, $381. The A/C's old, baby, she'd say. I got it. I'd always reply. Lauren called me Saint. She'd call me for a truck, for a buffer, for a babysitter, for a credit card that would just hold it until Friday. 2 months ago, her twins wanted real gaming chairs. I found 2 open box ones at Micro Center, $169 each. I lugged them up her stairs alone while she filmed a TikTok about mom life. Look, I'm not dumb. I know Lauren's money life is performative. She and her husband, Paul, live in a 4-bedroom with a mortgage that starts with a 3 and a couple of commas. He sells cars, she sells herself, brand partnerships that pay in candles and discount codes, volunteer boards, all very public. But there's a script we all stuck to. She sparkles, I staple things. Mom's favorite text to me was, "Can you cover this one, and I'll square up?" I have 19 of those since June. Square up usually meant a hug in the pantry and a casserole for Eli. So here we are, the week before Christmas. I'd already bought Eli's gift, a refurbished iPad mini I found for $229. He needed it for his reading app. I wrapped it in paper with little dinosaurs and set it on Mom's kid gifts table, next to Lauren's stack of expensive rectangles. When we walked in that morning, Mom gave me a quick, almost professional hug. "The electric is due on the 24th, she whispered into my ear, like a secret. "I'm short. Just this one time." "Amount?" I asked automatically. $386.92, she rattled off. "Plus late fee, maybe. You know how AEP is." I nodded because I do know how AEP is. I also knew there was a $612 charge pending on my card from Best Buy number 143 Easton, dated December 21st at 9:11 a.m. My bank app pings me like a needy dog for anything over $100. "Card not present," the description said. I'd stared at it last night, trying to convince myself it was mine. Something I forgot I bought. Tires? No, that was July. A router? No, Marco paid cash. It sat in my stomach, a cold bolt of dread. And then Eli opened that iPhone box with a rock in it. Mom's line. Gifts cost money. We're not wasting it on him. Wasn't even the first jab of the morning. It was just the cleanest. While I was pouring coffee, Lauren had floated by the kitchen island. "St," she'd purred. "Did you bring that $200? I DoorDashed you last month. I still can't see it." She said it like I owed her money she invented. Paul had leaned over my shoulder while I was making Eli's cocoa. "Still doing the Uber thing?" He meant courier. I deliver medical, legal, sometimes food.
He knows that.
He just likes diminishing verbs. Mom had grabbed my sleeve by the sink. Don't forget I'm an authorized user on that card, baby. I need to grab a turkey later. Your sister said Sam's has a deal. Mom, I'd said, it's December 22nd. She blinked. Then ham. I let it go. I always let it go. I told Eli, you can open Grandma's later. Let's wait. I put his dinosaur paper gift behind the couch, so he could enjoy it when the room wasn't a stage. He nodded a little soldier. We watched a stack of cash envelopes pass to Lauren's twins from Aunt Renee. We watched Paul hand Noah a folded Apple receipt with a smile like it was a diploma. Lauren looked at me from across the mountain of boxes, a bright, saccharine voice. You know what they say, Saint. You get out what you put in. I know, I said. And then my phone buzzed on my thigh. Another alert. I flipped it over so only I could see it. 11:08 a.m. Apple Store Polaris. $4,297.91 approved. Card ending in 1319. I felt the room tilt. I hadn't been to Polaris. I'd been driving urine samples to a lab, eating a gas station banana. I looked up. The twins were now holding those exact phones, shining like silver bricks. My mom's face was flushed and happy. I rubbed my thumb against the crack in my screen protector. It sliced a little ridge into my skin, like it always does. I looked at Eli. He was practicing his polite face. I put my coffee down. Hey, I said to no one in particular, my voice surprisingly steady. I need the Wi-Fi password. It's on the fridge, Mom chirped. Lauren added, Family, you're welcome. I stood up, very calm, and walked to the kitchen. Step 1 was stupid simple. I opened my bank app. I nickname everything like I'm my own secretary. Visa emergencies, utilities buffer, gas plus tires, Eli school. I tapped Visa emergencies. Recent activity, * December 21st, Best Buy number 143 Easton, $612.48, posted. * December 22nd, Apple Store Polaris, $4,297.91, pending. * December 22nd, Apple Care Plus, $199, pending. * December 22nd, Verizon, $238.64, posted, autopay. * December 20th, AEP Ohio, $386.92, scheduled autopay December 24th. I took a screenshot. 11:11 a.m. The little clock at the top looked like a tiny, accusing eye. Step 2. I opened messages. Mom pinned. Lauren pinned. Group chat. Fam fun. Muted since October. I typed nothing. I just scrolled. * Wednesday. Mom? Baby, add me as shopper for your Apple so I can pick up curbside for Eli. I'm at Polaris. * Thursday. Lauren, do you still have that limit on your card? Asking for Mom, LOL. I'd replied with a thumbs up, because I'm an idiot. Step 3, I walked back into the living room. Nobody looked up. The TV was looping a YouTube fireplace. Lauren was narrating a haul for her camera, like she was unboxing PR packages sent from the heavens.
Mom, I said.
She half turned, still smiling. Did you use my card at the Apple Store? Silence. For exactly 2 seconds. Lauren's eyes did a quick flick to the right. Paul adjusted his watch. Mom did that practiced, airy laugh. Oh, baby? Is that what that was? Your card kept being the default on the app. You know, I don't understand those things. I tried to switch. I think it just... You bought their phones on it, I said. My voice was low, steady. And AppleCare. And whatever that Best Buy thing is. Lauren lifted a shoulder, dismissive. Saying it's all family. We can settle later. Don't make it weird. Paul chimed in. It's Christmas, man. Eli moved closer, pressing against my leg. I could have swallowed it. Passed it off as half mine. Old habits are grooves, deep and worn. But my phone buzzed again. An email. Subject. Disconnection notice. Account number 92. Body. Amount due $386.92 by December 27th to avoid interruption. I opened the PDF. I don't know why. I just wanted to see words that belonged to me. The bill had my mom's address at the top. My name was nowhere, but my autopay confirmation sat at the bottom. Card 1319, scheduled December 24th. I took another screenshot. Step 4. I sat down on the floor where Eli had been and placed my phone on the coffee table like a coaster. I'm going to show you something, I said. No arguing. Just eyes. Lauren smirked. Okay, Professor. I opened photos. I tapped the screenshot of the charges. I zoomed in on the Apple Store line item until the numbers filled the screen. $4,297.91. Then I swiped to the AEP disconnection notice, the due date circled by my thumb. Then I swiped to the Verizon AutoPay with all the lines listed. Lauren, Paul, twins, iPads. Numbers everywhere. My card bought those phones, I said. Not pointing, not accusing. Just stating facts. My card covers your monthly lines. My card is set to pay your electric on the 24th. Mom's voice was airy.
Yes.
And you said you'd help this month. Like always, right? I said. Like always. I strummed the ridged edge of the iPhone rock box with my index finger. Eli opened this. I lifted the lid and held the rock. It left gray dust on my palm. He opened a rock. Lauren rolled her eyes. It was a joke, Saint. Lighten up. We put AirPods in there last night and the twins moved it. Kids. The twins didn't even look up. They were pairing phones. Paul tried a smile that said, reasonable man. We can Venmo you later for whatever. Hit your limit. We're good for it. What's later? I asked. Friday, Lauren said. It's Friday today, I said. She blinked at the TV fireplace like it might tell her the date. Mom set her recording phone down on a stack of boxes. Stephen, don't start. We are celebrating. I'm not starting, I said. I'm stopping. Step 5. I opened the Verizon app. I'd made a little folder of logins for anything with my name on it. Account. Manage lines. Remove subaccounts. A warning popped up. Removing lines will immediately stop service. I looked at Eli. He watched my face. I didn't want to embarrass anyone. I didn't want a scene. So, I didn't remove anything yet. I just changed the autopay card from mine to blank and toggled autopay off. I went to my bank app and hit freeze card on my 1319. Then I opened my utilities buffer account and moved $400 to my rent account. It was 11:22 a.m. Stephen, my mom said, finally reading my eyes. What are you doing? Cleaning up what's mine. I said. Lauren gave a thin laugh. You're being dramatic. Maybe, I said. I put my phone down. But I'm done. You'd let my phone turn off? Mom asked, hand at her chest like a stage cue. After everything I do for you? I watch Eli. I feed you. You call me when you need logins, I said. Paul made a little scoff. It's $4,000, man. Don't be weird. I stood, picked up the rock and slid it into my hoodie pocket so Eli wouldn't have to carry it. We have to go, I said to him. Say bye. Lauren's twins didn't look up. My mom didn't stand. Paul shrugged with his mouth. Stephen, my mom said again. Don't be childish. Bring the card back later for groceries. I nodded, like I was agreeing. I guided Eli to the door. He zipped his coat like a professional. Dad, he whispered in the hall. Did I do something wrong? No, buddy, I said, ruffling his hair. You did everything right. You were kind. He nodded. Can we go home now? Yeah, I said. We can. In the driveway, my phone buzzed with new texts. Asterisk Lauren. If you pull any stunt with Mom's bills, that's on you. The twins know you're mad. Don't ruin their Christmas, LOL. Asterisk Mom. Please don't be petty. The power is in your name. It's the holidays. I didn't reply. I drove Eli to our apartment and made grilled cheese like it was sacred. He watched Home Alone on my laptop. The TV at Mom's had stolen Christmas. He laughed at the painting scene. The rock sat on the counter like a pet. At 12:58 p.m., I texted my dispatcher. I'd be late to the 1 p.m. route. Family thing. He sent a thumbs up and a snowman. At 1:14 p.m., I opened my bank app again, scrolled to recurring, and turned off everything that had my name and their comfort tied together. AEP Autopay, OFF. Verizon Autopay, OFF. Amazon Household, leave family. Apple Family Sharing, remove all members. Authorized user, mom, remove. Secondary card ending 4456, freeze. It took 3 minutes. At 1:18 p.m., my phone started ringing. My mom. Lauren. Mom again.
Paul. What?
Answer me, the voicemail said. Answer me now. I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I just went to work. 2 nights passed. December 24th slid into 25th. On the 24th, I delivered 6 blood coolers and a bag of donuts to a lab tech named Dave, who called me boss. On the 25th, Eli and I opened his dinosaur paper gift on our couch. He loved the iPad mini. It's small like me, he said. We played heads up. The Rock held the tree skirt down. At 7:42 a.m. on the 26th, my phone started vibrating on the kitchen counter so hard it rattled. 53 missed calls. A loop of Mom, House, Lauren Cell, Paul, and an unknown 614 number. Then a text from Mom, all caps. The power's off. Please pick up. Under it, a photo of a dark kitchen, candles half melted, the twins in hoodies looking like extras in a storm movie. Then Lauren, are you serious? We have food in the fridge. You couldn't have warned us. Then a screenshot from Mom's email, service disconnected. AEP Ohio. December 26th, 7:28 a.m. There was a big button that said Pay Now. The balance, $386.92 plus $29 reconnection. I stared at my coffee. It tasted burnt. I called Mom. She answered on the first half ring.
Finally, she snapped.
I can see my breath. You have gas heat, I said. It feels cold, she snapped. Just pay it and be done. I turned off autopay, I said. I told you at the house. You didn't tell me we'd be punished. You weren't punished, I said, my voice even. You used my card to buy $4,297 in phones 24 hours earlier. You left my kid a rock in an iPhone box. Silence. I could almost hear someone in her kitchen opening a cupboard, searching for matches like it was 1901. Lauren grabbed the phone. I heard the handoff, the static. This is insane, she said. You're making a point, and children are freezing. The children have $14,000 in electronics, I said. They'll survive a morning without a ring light. Grow up. Just pay it and send me your routing for the reimbursement, she demanded. I'm not sending you anything, I said. I'm done being your float. You always do this, she cried. You martyr. You want credit for basic things. You're the brother. That's your job. My job is courier, I said. My role is father. I'm not your subsidy.
She huffed.
Mom is crying. She's literally crying. Do you like that? I picture my mom at the sink, dabbing at fake tears the way she always did. My voice stayed small, calm. You need to call AEP. Set up an arrangement in your name. They'll take a partial today. Also, call Verizon. Move your lines to your card. They'll do it in 10 minutes. Ask for a manager. Use phrases like, I authorize. Lauren laughed. Don't condescend. We know how to pay bills. You never have to, I said. Because I do.
Click.
She hung up. At 8:03 a.m., my mom texted a photo of Eli's stocking, stuffed with candy from her house. This is waiting when you come, she wrote, like the candy was collateral, not just old sugar. At 8:17 a.m., Paul texted, I can bring cash later if that helps. 3 minutes later, actually, can you spot us till Friday? I ignored both. I poured Eli cereal. At 9:02 a.m., there was a knock at my apartment door. Not a courtesy knock. A cop knock. Eli went small. I told him to stay in the bedroom and put on his headphones. I opened the door. Mom stood there, a blanket over her shoulders like a cape. Lauren was right behind her, wearing her "we're filming in 4K" face. Do you feel good? Mom asked, her voice trembling. Do you feel powerful? No, I said. I feel tired. Get your coat, Lauren said, brushing past me like she owned the hallway. We're going to the bank. You can do your little transfer, and then I never have to ask again. I stepped in front of her. You're not coming in, Stephen, Mom said, a warning in her voice, like when I was 12 and tracked mud inside. I kept my tone soft. I'm not going to the bank. I'm not paying your disconnection. I'm not re-enabling the card. I took you off as an authorized user yesterday. I removed you from my phone plan. It will shut off at the end of the cycle. It's done. Lauren laughed, short and mean. You think you can just cut us off after everything we've done for Eli? What have you done for Eli? I asked. We babysit, she said. We include him. You handed him a rock, I said. My mom flinched. It was a joke. It landed, I said. Lauren planted a hand on the door frame. Show us the proof, then. Show us the $4,000. I held up my phone and scrolled to the screenshot. I didn't narrate. I didn't point. I just let them read the numbers. Then I swiped to the AppleCare, then to the Verizon line list with their names, then to the AEP scheduled payment with my masked card number. Lauren's mouth tightened. Mom said, small. I thought you had more. I have enough for rent and Eli, I said. I don't have enough to buy your Christmas and my dignity. Lauren stared at the phone like it was a trap. We'll pay you back, she said. Friday. I asked again. It's Friday. You're cruel, she said. I'm not, I said. I'm clear. Mom tried one last appeal. Baby, don't do this to family. I looked at her. Family did this to me. I didn't slam the door. I just closed it.
Soft.
Final. On the other side, I heard Lauren say, he's serious. Mom said something that sounded like my name. Then footsteps retreated. My phone buzzed with one more message before quiet. Lauren, when this backfires, don't come crying. I put my phone face down on the table and finally felt the shaking in my forearms. Eli peeked from the bedroom, his headphones crooked. Is Grandma mad? He asked. Grandma is surprised, I said. That's different. He nodded. Can we go to the park later? Yeah, I said. We can. I picked up the rock and put it on the windowsill. It could stay there, heavy and honest, where I could see it. A reminder of the quiet that comes after a boundary is made loud. That day, the 26th, I played boring accountant. I called AEP, took my card off Mom's account. You're set as a third-party payer, the rep said. Remove me.
Done.
She can set a payment arrangement, I told them. I texted Mom the number. I didn't dial for her. Next, Verizon. I cut the plan back to one line. The rep read the extras. Lauren Pro Max? Paul Pro Basic? You sure? I'm sure. Service ends at cycle close. Expect a final bill. Maybe $128? Send it. I ended Apple Family sharing. Clicked through the warning. If their iCloud broke, that was between them and the cloud. I canceled the secondary card. Asked for a new number. You sound tired, the banker said. That's the flavor, I replied. Then the most satisfying move, I opened a new savings account. Name, Lauren Bounce. Do not touch. $50 a month auto transfer. Not for them. For the moments I'd want to cave. If it hits $1,000, I'm taking Eli to Cedar Point for funnel cake and lockers. By noon, my phone calmed. 3 texts from Mom, like pebbles thrown at glass. Asterisk, I'm sorry for the rock. It was supposed to be funny. Asterisk, we found the AirPods. The twins hid them. Asterisk, Lauren owes you.
She will.
Don't be mad. I typed, I'm not mad. Deleted it. Typed, I'm done being the card. Deleted that. Blank is a sentence. At 4:13 p.m., Paul sent a photo of a patio generator. Got it covered. No thanks to you. I didn't bite. Marco came home to my new receipt lineup. You okay? He asked. I did the thing you told me to do, I said. Finally grew a spine. Unclipped it from their keychain. He pointed at the rock on the sill. Art for Eli, he said. I made the boundary visible. Wi-Fi password on a sticky note. A chore chart with "Remind Dad to breathe." His collapse. He beat me twice. On the 27th, Mom sent an AEP receipt for $120. Payment arrangement made. On the 28th, Lauren posted, "Power back. Crisis averted. #grateful." I stayed off social. January 2nd, 9:06 a.m. My bank pinged. Venmo from Lauren, $400, partial Apple. Zelle from Lauren, $100, toward Verizon. $500 isn't $4,297.91. But it was the first time money flowed my way. Half to the Lauren Bounce account, half to Eli's 529. That afternoon, Mom called, her voice small. "I miss Eli." "He misses you," I said. I shouldn't have said that thing. And the rock. I was trying to be cute. It wasn't. "Can we start over?" "We can start different," I said. "I'll see you. Eli will see you. My card won't. Your bills, your burden. I can talk you through it." She exhaled. "Okay. I can try."
Good, I said.
"And Stephen," she added, "I'm proud of you." Thanks. I believed it at 55%. We met Saturday at the library. She brought Eli a book about rocks. "Not all rocks are mean, Grandma," he said. He said thank you, and he meant it. She showed me a receipt, her own phone plan.
Good, I said.
Lauren went quiet for 2 weeks. Then we were good. I changed my door code, removed my cards from Mom's wallet, closed the shared Amazon, told the bank no new authorized users without me present. Looking back, it wasn't the blackout, or even the $4,297.91. It was Eli's face when he set that rock down without flinching. My moral is simple. I'm not a resource. I'm a person. So, tell me, have you ever had to draw a line with family? What did it cost you? And what did you gain? I'd really love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.